Look at the forest cobra. Little baby. Look, this is my finger. That's him. You're standing up. You're standing up all by yourself. Ooh, I know that's my hand. It's okay, little baby. It's okay. All right. That's just me. That's just me. Whoop, 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 whoop. All right, I get it. Don't worry, baby. Here's your girl, Checkers, the longhorn viper who you love so much, and I love so much because she's such a sweetie. I hope you can see her colors. Still working on that new camera. But my arm doesn't bend this way, girl. Hold on, I can't quite do this. All right, there she is. And you see what she's about? You know, she's about sweetness and beauty. And these animals mean you no harm whatsoever. Snakes don't want to hurt you. If they did, I'd be hurt right now. She can hurt me bad. She can kill me. You know, they have a terrible venom. She's not using it. You know, just because they're venomous doesn't mean that they want to hurt you. You again? Well, look who it is. It's your little homie. Your boy Shakes. The snake loves going in reverse. You gonna come in reverse, buddy? They're brewmate, and he's just been starting to wake up, which is why you haven't seen him for a while. So, Shakes is a rattlesnake, who you'll notice is not rattling. Why is that? Because he knows, there's his reverse, he loves to go backwards. He knows that I present no threat to him whatsoever, and so he presents no threat to me whatsoever. I haven't really shown David Sinningson has. Why would someone have something like that? Why would someone have something like that? Ashtray?
Decorations.
Weirdness?
It's the gator hat.
Would you carry that around like Dave Simerson?
Like a purse.
That he would do.
Yeah.
Little fanny
He
pack.
it in his lunchbox.
Nice.
In his patrol's lunchbox.
It looks like it's Izod.
Oh, nice, bro.
Piece of the mouth.
You know, there were two snotty girls walking down the street, and they saw an alligator, and they said, "Look, a Lacoste, a Lacoste." You know, an Izod.
Yeah.
You don't get it, shit.
No, I don't.
It's better in Spanish.
I don't.
In Spanish it works, so we say Lacoste. Just forget it, man. You want me to tell you in Spanish? How are you, Michaela? Good to see you. My car just broke down. Here. It won't restart. I don't know what the hell. I'm getting home, I don't know how. Yeah, but I have a jumping thing. What's that?
Waiver there.
This is Checkers. She's a longhorn viper, and she hates being hooked, and she's crazy hard to hook. In fact, in 45 years, she might be the hardest snake to hook. See, she does that. She goes right through it. Any hook, the baby hook, the big girl hook. She's a very sweet snake, but it's so hard to hook her. Gotcha. Now, what do you do about that? What do you do when you have a snake like this that hates the hook? Well, you take the hook away. And I realize that sounds crazy, and it usually is. But if you can handle them properly, see, she's more chill. She's more relaxed. As long as I'm relaxed, she's relaxed. And you can hold her with your other hand. This is all they want. They want support. Look how pretty she is. They have a very prehensile tail, as you can see. I have here my little bracelet. And Walter is just a sweet, nice snake. They're very venomous. If they bite you, you'll bleed from every hole in your body. But don't be fooled, you know. We say things like that, and it's true. But just because a snake is venomous doesn't mean it wants to hurt you. It doesn't mean it wants to bite you. You know, they're venomous for when they eat, and it's like precious venom. They want to conserve it. They want to use it for food purposes. They don't want to bite. They don't want to fight. Do you see a snake that's aggressive here? Snakes really aren't aggressive. They're not. I wouldn't even say they're defensive. They want to do their life. They will defend themselves as necessary. Some better than others. But, you know, they're sweet, beautiful creatures that are just so misunderstood. And, you know, when you think really about it, they're the misunderstood. These are the unloved. If you think you are, imagine what it'd be like to be a snake and you go into a town of people, how they treat you. You know, it's just terrible the way people treat snakes. One man and 4 babies, rattlesnakes, beautiful ones. And they're doing what snakes do. When they rattle, they're letting me know I'm not comfortable, change my position. That's all it is. They don't want to hurt you. Please don't go out and round up snakes and kill them. Please don't even talk shit about them. Because, you know, word spreads, and then people think that they all want to kill you, and they have no interest in hurting you. And trying to change my message so that people understand that even though I explain how the venom works, they have no desire to use it on you. You know, let's just sort of be honest about them. I'm holding 4, right? Putting aside your thoughts on me. Shouldn't I be dead? Whatever you think of me. Shouldn't I be dead if they're such killing machines, they're such terrible creatures? Why am I still alive? Well, tell me that. Just answer that one question. Let me help him. What's up, buddy? He's my man. Shakes is a sweet, sweet rattlesnake who, as you may have noticed, isn't rattling. He's just such a good boy. You know, since he was a little tiny, little rice-a-roni, you know, he's come out every day and we developed something. You know, people use different words. Some people leave comments saying you have quite a bond. I believe that. You know, some people say he tolerates you. Others say he likes your body heat. Shit, I don't know. You know, I don't really know. But I can't read his mind. All I know is that he's comfortable with me. I could feel, I could feel his muscles not tensing up. You see how his neck is not making an S to strike. Alright, here we have Ferdinand, my little baby Fertilance. The Fertilance is the most venomous snake in all of the Americas. They don't exist in the United States, but in Central America, in Mexico, Central America, and all South America, they're the most venomous ones. Now, if you compare their venom to any snake in the United States, they're far more venomous. But this is a sweet snake. Just because they're venomous, it doesn't mean they're going to bite you. It's Checkers breaking my arm. It doesn't bend this way, but she likes to be this way. Look at the pattern on this girl. Ain't that something? Look at her. That's why her name is Checkers. She's a good girl. She's always been so sweet. Ay, ay, ay. She's just hard to hold. She doesn't like to hook. She doesn't like certain ways of being held. You have to sort of get to know her, which is the point of daily handling. I don't even call it free handling. I believe in doing it every single day. And then you get results like this. You know, she's a good girl. And I would not know that if I weren't taking her out every day. And if it's feeding day, you just hold them before they're fed. This is not hard stuff. It's really not. And when they're shedding, you take them out. You take them out all the time so that you're always ready for everything. This is how you learn. Then, one day, if God forbid something would happen to me, and she went with someone else, that person, under any circumstances, could take her out. You know, that's what socialization means to me. All right, folks. Thanks. Ooh. You sure don't like me at all, huh? You be nice. You be nice. I love you. I love you. You're not very nice to me. Ay, plop, plop, plop. Ploppy snake. Walter, here to say hello to you. Matilda didn't want to really come out today. She was just sort of chilling. And when they do come out, sometimes they just sort of need to get their energy out and move around. Guess who? It's me. And Precious. Your girl, the beautiful boom slam. One of 5 here. And my sweet baby. She has a deformity on her skin that she came with. I don't know if you can see it, but it's here. But I don't like the way it's looking now. It's almost like a scale came off. They let me know this. Where you go? They let me know this before I got her and said it's causing her no difficulties. But I think I'll decide for myself. So, what's up, baby? What's up, girl? She's so good to me. You know, she just is. She makes it so worthwhile. Sorry you can't see her. Show them your cute face. Ain't she beautiful? She's just the nicest girl. These coils, you wouldn't put your hand on the coil like here or in there. You would use one that's, you know, facing away from the head, like here, right? So you move it here, so now you would use it here. What you wouldn't do is go in here, right? It's closer to the head. And I see people doing it, especially when they're trying to pin them. They go in here. No. I mean, really, why would you do that? Just think about it before you do it. So look at it. You know, if you were to hook it, you would hook it from here. If for some reason you're just touching it on the ground, or if you're holding it with the hook here and you have your hand in the back, you'd go here. Even if you tried to do something, you couldn't. When he's like this, you just, look, it's better. You have a more subtle way of, you look at here. That's where you'd hold him. You should never pick him up on the ground. Like this. This is just a bad thing. I'm just doing it to show you what not to do. Here's my shakes. That's why you were going nuts. He sees a boom slang. It's okay. It's okay. Yeah, I know it's all scary. The truth is, there are many snakes that eat rattlesnakes. They're badass to us, but in the wild, there are many snakes that eat them. And, Precious is thinking he'd be a good meal, and he's thinking maybe not. So I'm going to put him back now, but he just wanted to say hi and remind you how wonderful. Okay, she sees. Oh. I feel bad. Oh, God. Crazy. She really has trouble seeing it. When they're shedding, they're just blind. She's just going off of, you see their tongue. Their tongue's bringing particles. It's in the air. It lets them know what's going on. So it brings it to an organ. Put your finger here. I mean, I'm doing it, but, you know, I'm using him for a reason. He's super chill with me. You wouldn't put it in that loop, right? It's too close to his head. So you look at the head and you say, which one is the farthest away? This one. So you could put your hand there. Now, you look and you say, is his head sufficiently over there? Well, here it is, right? And now it would be on the other side here where you would start. So when you're gonna hold a snake that's venomous with your hands, or even one that's not venomous that bites, you know, you're gonna look for that loop or coil that is on the other side of the head. So please look carefully. Like, I'm just holding him, but imagine I was just going to grab him. I would go from here. It's farthest from the head, right? And then the reason you want to do that is it buys time. So you can even do it from the other side. So you can go here, just hold your pointer finger. If they're in shed, you really shouldn't handle them because they can't see, and they won't be able to distinguish you from their prey. Believe that? I don't buy that for a second. The reason is they can distinguish. They can tell the size of an item. He feels the texture of my hands. He knows who I am. Now, last time Shakes was out, he had an issue. You see, there was a boom slang out. I didn't realize, not out, a boom slang nearby who was out of her hide. And I didn't realize it, but she was going for him, like, you know, she was making gestures towards him, and I didn't know that. So look at this face. Is this a face that only that daddy can love? No, everyone can love this face. Look at this here is a fertilance, Bothrops asper, and whatever they bite on you will rot away. I mean, just melt, just like it was, you know, acid on you, because that's pretty much what it is. It's going to just melt you away. They're the most venomous snakes in the Americas, Central America, South America, here. They don't exist here, but they're more venomous than anything in the Americas. So you don't want to get this. To this day, look at it. This was like 7-8 months ago. I cut halfway through it, man. It's never going to be the same. Look at that. Hurt like a motherfucker, for real. I cut halfway through it. Come here, Mortimer. Alright, this is my Death Adder. His name is Mortimer. He's a good boy. He bites, but he doesn't bite when you're holding him. Isn't that interesting? If you hold him with your hands, your nice, warm, agile hands that move where he moves, he's happy. But he hates the hook, and that's when he bites a lot. You guys know my little rattlesnake named Snickers. He's going to be shedding soon. Now, Snickers is from Venezuela. He doesn't speak Spanish, but he understands more than... Alright, here's some rattlesnakes. I just want to show you. They mean no harm to me. They mean no harm to you. Look, do they seem like they're trying to hurt me? Do you really have to be deathly afraid of snakes to the point where you hurt them? You know, put aside the fact that I'm holding 3 and you think that I'm showboating and crazy and all that, just for a second. And just ask yourself, well, why aren't they hurting me? You know, if these animals are so vicious and you hate snakes so much, well, how come these snakes aren't killing me? If they're such killing machines, why am I still alive? Answer me that. 3 beautiful rattlesnakes who mean no harm to anyone in the world. They're just chilling. They don't want to hurt each other. They don't want to hurt you. And I'm just trying to make a point. You know, wouldn't one of them try to bite me if they were so mean? Shouldn't I be dead? Maybe I will be in a minute. But for the most part, can't we agree that they're not trying to hurt anyone? That's just not their nature. You know, I wish we can get to a point just in society, or in societies in general, where the world can agree these animals are not our enemies. They're just not. You know, they're just not. Look at them, and they're beautiful. You know, please don't hurt them. They don't want to hurt you. Why would you? Look at these 2 babies. You know, snakes not only mean you no harm, they mean no harm to each other. In fact, you'll see there are rattlesnake dens where they chill. These 2 don't really know each other, but you can see they don't want to hurt me, they don't want to hurt each other, and they certainly don't want to hurt you. You know, so be nice to snakes. Look, these are rattlesnakes. Are they hurting me? Look at his head in my hand. Look at this guy. Are they hurting each other? Are these aggressive animals? What do you see here? Hello. So, you've been watching me for a while now, and I have a question for you. This boom slang here, is it a male or a female? Now, the males are more green, the females are more tan. And you start with that, what do you see? More green or more tan? They're always, well, their bellies are usually white, but you could see they have like a little bit of green, like a cucumber. What, you want to fight? You want to fight? You don't want to fight with me. I'm the one that feeds you. You're cute. You're cute. Boop, boop, be-doop, boop. Spicy, huh? Are you spicy? Are you a spicy boy? Yeah. Don't worry. Don't worry. How far can you bend your back? All right. Ooh. I know how you feel. Don't worry. All right. I'll get you set up, buddy. It's okay. It's okay. Sorry to do that to you. Sorry. I couldn't help it. First time seeing you. All right. So we're back with the stiletto snake. Let's figure out where his head is. Just open this up. The thing with these guys is, well, they're just almost impossible to handle. So, since it's late, I have to handle every one of my snakes. I'm a little tired, and I think I want to just leave him alone to acclimate. So let's just take him out. Say hello. They're fossorial, meaning they like to bury themselves. Oh, he's bigger than I thought. You're a big boy. All right, Mr. Hanson. Let's just put him here as a temporary little housing thing. It's a toad I picked up. And so I can put him in his new place tomorrow. And I think that he's very beautiful. The thing with them is those fangs on the sides. They have fangs on the side, so they could just turn their head and bite you. If you won't even call it that, they just want to scrape you. And then you lose that appendage. So I gotta figure him out. You know, this is the first time I've had a stiletto snake. So I'm gonna have to mess around with him, study him, and see how they move, how they can't move, and all that. But I'm gonna have to give him some subject. He's gonna want to burrow. Let me get him all set up. All right, and our next unboxing is gonna be a little saw-scaled viper. Unfortunately for the people of India, they kill more people than any other snake in India. Oh, and by the way, on the planet. So let me sort of get him out, and then we'll talk. Let me see if I can open this from here. Oops. It's a very pretty snake. Let me just see where it opens. Okay, I see. Sorry, it must be dizzy. You must be dizzy. He's a little tiny boy. A little baby. Just came into our crazy world. Let me come back. Let me just figure this out. So we have our saw scale viper. He's had a long trip home. I'm sure he had a long trip to the show. What's up, little buddy? Hello, little baby. I'm your dad. I'm gonna take good care of you. Welcome to our world, buddy. I don't know what you're gonna think of it. I'll try to keep you away from most of it. Alright, got you. Come on out. Oi, joy, joy. That was not a good beginning. I'm so sorry, little baby. Alright. Let me get him set up. He's very cute. Look at his face. Look at its face. Look at that. They have such long faces. He's got an X on top. He's an X-Man. He's a very handsome boy, huh? You're so handsome. And now he's trying to figure out where he is. And he smells the pinkies that I got here. Alright, next. Alright, so back from the snake show in South Carolina. Back in North Carolina. Here's a stiletto snake. Now, usually, when I first get a snake, that's the time, I just put it, that's like the one time when I'll leave the snake alone and not handle it. I want them to acclimate and get used to the new environment. Now, the stiletto snake, trying to get this stuff off. Well, they got this like triple reinforced. The thing with the stiletto snake is that they have fangs on the side, you see. So they just go into birds' nests and turn their head sideways and kill everything. And so let me just come back. Let me get this back with the stiletto snake. Let's figure out where his head is. Just open this up. The thing with these guys is, well, they're just almost impossible to handle. So, since it's late, I have to handle every one of my snakes. And I'm a little tired. And I think I want to just leave him alone to acclimate. So let's just take him out. Say hello. They're fossorial, meaning they like to bury themselves. Oh, he's bigger than I thought. You're a big boy. Alright. Mr. Hanson. Let's just put him here as a temporary little housing thing. It's a toad I picked up. And so I can put him in his new place tomorrow. And I think that he's very beautiful. The thing with them is those fangs on the sides. They have fangs on the side, so they could just turn their head and bite you. If you won't even call it that, they just sort of scrape you. And then you lose that appendage. So I gotta figure him out. This is the first time I've had a stiletto snake. So I'm gonna have to mess around with him, study him, and see how they move, how they can't move, and all that. But I'm gonna have to give him some substrate. He's gonna want to burrow. Let me get him all set up. But he's very beautiful, no? See, he wants to go down. He's gonna wind up actually under the paper towel, I guarantee it. So, what about these two guys? What do you think? Two beautiful rattlesnakes just chilling in our new place. Ain't that something or what? They look a little bit alike, right? But they're really very different species. From Mexico and Venezuela. This is so uncomfortable. Let me put one down. You go here. You go here. Snickers. Snickers, Snickers. Alright, so this is Snickers by himself. Where you going, buddy? Here, you get over here. And you, my little boy, who's so nice. This guy, it's never a good idea to reach into a cage or a tank or whatever and grab a snake. But with him, he just doesn't care. He's just a sweetie. You could really do whatever you want with him. Hopefully he'll do nice things, but... Right, so back from the snake show in South Carolina. Back in North Carolina. Here's a stiletto snake. Now, usually, when I first get a snake, that's the time, I just put it, that's like the one time when I'll leave the snake alone and not handle it. I want them to acclimate and get used to the new environment. Now the stiletto snake, trying to get this stuff off. Well, they got this like triple reinforced. The thing with the stiletto snake is that they have fangs on the side, you see. So they just go into birds' nests and turn their head sideways and kill everything. And so let me just come back. Let me get this off. All right, here's a new boom slam. He's new. Let's see if he's nice. Are you nice? Let's see. He's shedding, obviously. All right, buddy. Let's see how he does. So, I don't know him. He doesn't know me. Let's see what he does. He's beautiful, isn't he? He's gonna need names. He's shedding. I was actually hoping maybe he'd use the brick a little bit. I'm gonna give him a bath, of course. What do you think of this place, buddy? He just came in. Boom slang number 5. He's big. Look how big he is. He's gonna be he's gonna be black. Well, he's already getting there, huh? Look at him. How many feet? Oh, buddy. Alright, and our next unboxing is gonna be a little saw-scaled viper. Unfortunately for the people of India, they kill more people than any other snake in India. Oh, and by the way, on the planet. So, let me sort of get him out, and then we'll talk. Let me see if I can open this from here. Oops. It's a very pretty snake. Let me just see where it opens. Okay, I see. Sorry, it must be dizzy. It must be dizzy. He's a little tiny boy. A little baby. Just came into our crazy world. Let me come back. Let me just figure this out. I'll be back. Ready? So we have our saw-scale viper. He's had a long trip home. I'm sure he had a long trip to the show. What's up, little buddy? Hello, little baby. I'm your dad. I'm gonna take good care of you. Welcome to our world, buddy. I don't know what you're gonna think of it. I'll try to keep you away from most of it. Alright, got you. Come on out. Oi, joy, joy. That was not a good beginning. I'm so sorry, little baby. Alright. Let me get him set up. He's very cute. Look at his face. Look at his face. Look at that. They have such long faces. He's got an X on top. He's an X-Man. He's a very handsome boy, huh? You're so handsome. And now he's trying to figure out where he is, and he smells the pinkies that I got here. Alright, next. Alright. You'll never guess what I paid for the next little baby. Alright. This is a little baby forest cobra. Let's see what he has to say. Ooh, you're very handsome. Oh, you're super handsome. It's different when you're not seeing through plastic. What's up, buddy? How are you? How are you? You're going to be seeing a lot of me. Welcome. Welcome, little baby. What do you say? Yo, it's hard to get you out. Oh, yeah, I'm trying. Okay, you can do it yourself. How are you? Yo, look how cute this little baby is. My goodness, look at this face. Oh, you seem very nice. Yeah, you can tell right away. This is a snake I could work with. He's a good boy. Yes, you are. Let me see. You have a nice long tail. Boop, 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 boop. Yes, you're very sweet, aren't you? You're very sweet. I know you have such a bad reputation. I know. Don't worry. I got you. Don't worry. I know your people. Yeah, I know your brethren. Don't worry. Oh, a little shedding going on. Huh? All right, little baby. I'm going to get you some water. And I'm going to leave him here for tonight. Because I got to take out every other snake. And I just got back from South Carolina. So, you know, it's just that you have to do it every day. Alrighty. He's cute, huh? Look how chocolatey. You guys know Shakes. You haven't seen him in a minute, but here he is. My sweet, sweet rattlesnake. And, you know, I mean, excuse me, I've been thinking lately, you know, maybe I say things sometimes that I shouldn't have. I'm talking about, like, telling you what, like, the venoms from certain snakes can do, because it implies they're going to bite you. Snakes isn't going to bite me. Shakes isn't going to bite me. He's not going to bite you. He's not going to bite anybody. It's not what he does. He might. You know, it's not impossible. It's not, you know. But look, he's looking at my finger now. Look, I don't mind. He's just curious. Just because he's coming towards me doesn't mean he wants to bite me. I just felt his tongue. No threat whatsoever. He'd be rattling. He'd shake his tush, right? He's just a nice snake. Snakes just don't do that. They don't go after you. They don't go after people. All right, here's a new snake we have. And this is called a South American rattlesnake, not a South Pacific or Southern Pacific. It's a little different. And if you look, you can see we've been working together, and he's very calm. But what I was going to say, if you look carefully, you can see that in little diamonds, like a diamondback has, they have these beautiful white dots. I hope you can see. On the camera, it looks a little bit more yellow, but I think they're just beautiful. They're found throughout South America, and they mean you no harm whatsoever. Snakes don't want to hurt you. You know, the only animal that's going to really try to hurt you for no reason is people. I'm sorry. If you get bit by a copperhead, you know, you're not going to die. You're going to have mostly just pain. It's going to hurt. He's a broad-banded copperhead. Who needs a name, by the way. But when they bite an animal, like a mouse, they die immediately. It's a funny thing. It's like their venom, which is hemotoxic, affects the blood. It's very much oriented not for you, for little prey items like mice. I feel bad for the mice, but look, the point is that it's not made for you. They're not out on the hunt for people. That's just not what they are. I'm a little sick of hearing that. You know, people tell me how much they hate snakes. You know, it's just not fair. If you don't like them, you're of course well within your rights. You don't have to like anything, but you don't have to hurt them. Check out Walter the boomslang. Look at that. And you tell me, where do you see such beauty, such rich colors, such sweetness, such a duality? You know, if they bite you, yes, you know, it's an anticoagulant that's in their venom. It's a very hemotoxic venom. You're okay. Yes, all that is true. They'll bleed you out. But do you see a snake that wants to do that? Or do you see a timid snake that enjoys being held and just needs some time to settle into what he's doing with a whole big, giant human that they were never meant to interact with? You know, I see pure beauty. That's what I see. Look at him. And where can you see colors like that, really? You know, look at him. He's a good boy. He's a good boy. Come on, let me get him back. Here we have my new and very sweet Southern Pacific rattlesnake. This was not the South American. Can you see how dark, beautiful she is? It's a girl. And the moment I got her and took her out, I said, look, I know this is a snake I can handle. You can see her neck is a little bit in an S position, you know, but she's also flicking her tongue. She's trying to just, you know, she's curious. What's out there? She means me no harm. What I really mean is they mean you no harm. Pretend that you're holding this snake. I just want to show you something. You wouldn't put your hand in that loop, right? His head is closer. When his head is on one side, you want to touch the loop on the other, whether it's facing in or out. So watch. His head is facing that way, so here is perfectly safe. Now, you're going to get a loop again. Here it's like straight, so it's 50-50. Why do that? You know, you wait, and you're going to get one that's going to be away from the head. See? Away from the head. It's always that way. Just pretend I'm holding him, right? You should never lift a snake from the ground. I'm just going to do it to show you. All right? But my hand's not going to fit. But if you were to put your hand here, you can see my finger. Just see this. You'd go there, where, you know, the loop is on the other side of the head. You know, don't be a fucking idiot, because if you put your hand on the other side, if you were to put it like there, the way he was, your ass going to get bit. You know, ask for better things than that. There is something in a couple of states, one of which is Texas, and I have many friends from Texas, in fact, more than any other state. And all of my friends are against this, except one who's confused. It's called a rattlesnake roundup, where they go and they round up snakes and they kill them. And they say the only good snake is a dead snake. That's true if you're ignorant about snakes. To round up snakes, to kill them, first of all, is a terrible injustice to the earth, to the place you're living in, because now you're going to have many more rodents. They help us with that. Also, their venom is used for many medicinal reasons. And most importantly, they have no desire to hurt you. I don't know where this comes from. You know, maybe there's an instinct we're born to hold that loop. All right? But you wait and you find the loop that is farthest from their head. So, here now, that would be okay. Boop. This would be okay. Boop. This is not okay because his head is straight on. You got a 90-degree almost, right? He could reach me. Why would you do that? See, he knows. Look how smart. So you'd want to go to the other side here where you couldn't reach anyway, right? Boop. So I hope that makes a little bit of sense. You know, just imagine that you're holding him, right? He's not on the thing here. There's no point in what I'm doing, just touching him. Imagine he's being, you know, he's up in the air like this. You're holding him, right? And then you're working with the loops to get your hand in there. See what I'm saying? So it's all in these little coils, these loops. This would be okay. This would be, now it's okay, right? Going in here would be a bad idea. But going to the other side, well, now it's not a good idea. You know, you have to wait and let him decide. I got you. All right. Here's my crazy little copperhead who, you know, hates me, and don't get excited. He hates you too. But I'm just kidding. He doesn't hate anybody. He's just scared. Snakes don't hate. Maybe I should even make jokes like that. I want people to know the truth about them. Snakes, they have no interest in hurting you whatsoever. You know, he just bites because he's new here. He's scared. He hasn't been handled much. And if he was out in the wild, it would be the same thing. He's scared. You're new. He's out in the wild. Everything wants to kill him, you know. And, oops. And you are humongous to them. He doesn't like the hook. It's okay, buddy. He's one of the snakes I don't free handle yet. I will. We'll get there. He's like, all right, Repticon, Columbia, South Carolina. Nice show. Vendors did okay. Some did great. Some not so much. I hate that. All right, so saw-scaled viper, stiletto snake, and the little baby forest cobra. What do you think? Boom. Chon. Love them already. Probably die in a week, but hey, still love them. Check out the stiletto snake. So cool. Got some ideas for him. Alright, so here we are in the house with the high roof. Right? It's crazy how high it is. I don't know how I feel about that. Anyway, we have rattlesnakes out. And so you might be curious how they react to each other. Well, this one, she's minding her business. She's a Southern Pacific rattlesnake. And here we have Shakes, his diamondback, and he's just chilling. And here we have someone without a name yet. This is a South American rattlesnake. And there you have a Yucatan rattlesnake. And snakes do congregate together with their own species. They just chill out in these dens. People have different theories as to why. Some say they're social, some say they're doing it for mating purposes, and some people say really weird shit, so I couldn't speak for them. Do you see 4 deadly killing machines? Is that what you really see here with these rattlesnakes? Or do you see animals that mean no one any harm? I'm trying to prove a point. I'm not trying to show off or showboat or die. I want you to see. If I had 4 snakes out like this, and they're such killing machines, and they hate people, shouldn't I be dead 4 times over? Shouldn't I? You know, I'm not going to hold them like this for a long time. I don't think they're very comfortable. I want you to see. There's no point in this hatred, this anti-snake thing. I don't get it. These are my babies. They're rattlesnakes. Each one from a different locality. Each a little different. And each a beautiful creature. That means me, no harm, and you, no harm. Whoops the daisies, although they can be a little bit clumsy. And when that happens, it's like a baby who's crying. You chill out for a second. And here, there's nothing they can do, you see. You know. Also, if you're on the side, there's nothing they can do. If you're behind, there's nothing they can do. You know, there's many points of, let's say, vulnerability. Not that I want to hurt them, you know what I'm saying? Where you can be safe. This could easily be your hand. Shit, often is my hand. Fuck, it was my hand today, actually. So you gotta go behind, you can go to the side, and you can go, well, this won't work, but you can go here. Prices. We got surprises coming down the road. You being good? How you feeling today, buddy? He's a good boy. Ferdinand's always been so good. Now, he is a fertile ant, and if he were to bite me, he would seriously rot away whatever appendage he bit. I'm hoping he doesn't do that. I know you're not. You want to see him. I know you want to see him bite me. You fucking say this. I know. That's what people want to see. Don't do it, Ferdinand. You know, you're lucky he can't read your mind. He might agree. Not that I don't have it coming, but shit. That much, I mean, you guys are sick. People don't want to see me die, I know, because then I couldn't make more videos. But you want to see me almost die, right? Yeah, I know. Fair. So, here's some rattlesnakes for you. Two very beautiful snakes who tolerate each other's differences very well. Too bad we don't. So, Yucatan rattlesnake is going to turn, sometimes called a Zabcan rattlesnake, and this is a Guarico rattlesnake, Crotalus duricis, or Crotalus pifinorum, or Crotalus duricis pifinorum, and this is Crotalus Zabcan, or Crotalus duricis, who gives a shit? You know, they're beautiful snakes. Aren't they pretty? Look at them. Look at them. Do they bite? Everyone always busts my chops for holding them. I hold them because I want to hold them, because I like to hold them, because it calms me, because I need it. And it takes away all my pain, and I have a lot of pain, especially my arm. So holding them somehow chills me out. You know, it's a wonderful feeling. It's something I wish everyone could experience. You're not allowed to eat other snakes. No. Even I have rules. Who can eat who? Ain't she something? Look at that. Beautiful female. Not a mamba. I have them too. Boom, son. Look at that. You see, she does that. After she moves around a lot, she gets tired. And then she just sort of sits like that. And waits. You know, like she would on the vine. On her scarecrow. It's beautiful to me. Isn't she to you? Now, the females have this beautiful tan. She'll get a little darker. And the males, who are such little bitches, are scared of everything. They could be green, they could be black with yellow stripes. Mine are going to be black, just black. You know, they're a little different. He's a nice boy, right? Now, these guys have a little bit of a reputation, but I prefer to make my own assessments. He likes to come up the hook. Oh, he should. Oh, chui. Alright, let's just give it a little test here. He seems okay. He seems nice. None of them like the phone. I think that we can work together. What do you say, buddy? I know you want a name. Anybody have any suggestions for a name for a beautiful Brazilian fertile ant? Maybe like Pele or something. I don't know. Yeah. Look how smooth. Just like, watch how she moves. Look how perfect and beautiful she is. You know, every part of her body is doing exactly what it should. You can see her tail wrapped around my arm. My right arm looks like my left arm to you. Can you see, like, I don't have a hand. Like, here, where, like, that's doing its thing. This is doing its thing. Her neck's doing its thing. Like, every single part of her is doing something cool. You know? I don't think we've really studied snake propulsion at all. Man, you ever see a cobra, like a king cobra? You know, they're not really cobras, blah, 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 but, you know, they can move, and no one knows how. It's like they're up in the air, they're hooded up, and it's like someone has a rope around their neck tied to a truck. The truck goes, the snake goes. Know each other. But he's a lot nicer than Copperhead. He'll come and say hi. So, anyway, you don't want to get bit by one of these guys because you'll rot. Really, it'll just rot you. And who needs that? You know, I've been called rotten enough. You're getting pretty close to my thumb. Under my thumb. I don't know if I can hold you or not. You haven't really struck at me. You seem nice. You're very handsome. Hey, look. Look at the look. The look of a handsome young man. He needs a name. I don't know. I have no idea. Herman? What do I name you, buddy? Must be so scary. He's a Brazilian lance head, a fur lance. Look how he moves. He's not coming to bite me. He's just curious about his environment. I just don't want to lose you. I don't want to lose you. Where are you going? You can't hide under me. That's what they do. You use this to get them off the ground. And then whatever you decide, whatever is within your comfort zone is fine. But, you know, you say, hi, would you want the hook? And he goes, no, I'll sleep here. I'll just sleep here. And then, you know, if you want, you lift him on the hook and you go from there. What I do is I try to see, you know, is this a snake that wants to be interacted? Does he want to be held? Hey, what are you doing? How do you even... Hey, come out. I heard you. Stay. I see you. What are you doing? What are you doing? Why are you in there? Ain't he just a sweet, serene, peaceful dude? You know? People always leave me comments saying, wow, he came so socialized. They don't come socialized. You have to do it. I'm not asking for credit, saying that I did anything magical. All I did was take him out every day. The same thing I always say. Daily, daily, daily. Every single day. No one agrees. Not one single person. I mean, no one. Not one person. They all say, I'll take him out as much as I can. And I say, no, it's not the same thing. Every day you don't. For every day you don't, you lose in a couple of weeks. I'm telling you, they regress. Don't you? Don't you? Well, Look. It's Matilda. Look how beautiful she is. She's such a good girl. She's grown. She's not as big as Precious. She's getting there. Isn't she sweet? Hello. Just checking in with my little Yucatan rattlesnake, who is, I think, absolutely adorable. And he's just so nice. He's so nice I can't think of a name for him. You know, I've been calling him Angel, but even that, no, I don't like it that much. It's just temporary. I just want you to see what a sweet boy he is. He's always been this way. I wish I could take credit for it, you know. The minute I got him, I took him out and I was like, oh, no, you don't need a hook. He doesn't like the hook. Here. So you can't really help that, huh? Oh, guess what? I can't help that. You kicked me. Alright. Here's a cute little puff adder. He's a little nippy today. His name is Rubbernecker. She. You know, at this day and age, doesn't matter. But, you know, puff adders are responsible for more deaths in Africa than any other snake. Isn't that great news? A cute little twitchy true water cobra, Naja, I can't see you, Naja Nana, sometimes kooky, but once she's off the hook, as with all snakes, is much better. Alright, now, Snickers here. Snickers came to me as sort of a maniac. Snickers was trying to kill me every time I took him out. And Snickers always tried to it was unusual, almost like a black mamba. He tried to get away, and at the same time, he would try to bite me as he was leaving. It was like, you don't see that behavior in anything but a mamba. Maybe he identifies as one. But he has chilled out so much. He's come such a long way, and I'm so proud of him. Guess who? You're right, it's Precious. not Matilda. They're different. They're different people. They act different. So boom slangs, they're not mambas. They're boom slangs. They're actually colubrids, like the snakes you would see here, like a rat snake and king snake and all that. But they're from Southern Africa. How does that happen, right? Convergent evolution. So it's like a tegu and think monitor. You know, they both stick their tongues out. They have a lot in common. They evolved on different continents. Convergent evolution. What can I tell you? Like there's tigers here. This is Ferdinand, the fertile lance. Bothrops asper. The fertile lance is beautiful, but they will fuck you up. Remember that. The fertile lance is the most venomous snake in the Americas. I'm holding him because I go through a whole process, a whole procedure with each one that makes it okay for me so far. The Death Adder. He's been striking all day. Turn around. Turn around, buddy. Be a good boy. He just gets scared sometimes, is all. So, you know, you hold him from underneath, and then you're cool. They're cool. You're nice. They're nice. Have you been nice? Look, I have an admirer. It's Precious, the boom slang. And she thinks she's a king cobra lately. Look, he just stays there. Isn't she beautiful? Look at her. She's different than Matilda, you know. She genuinely enjoys coming out, and I love having her out. And she'll just stay. You know, she goes up like that, like she's a cobra. And she's just chilling. She's such a good girl. You know, honestly, it's hard to move for a snake, you know, and she did really well. It makes me feel bad, you know, but moving is moving. It is what it is. Can you see how she's sort of like getting darker? She won't get much darker. The male viper, Bipramodites, is a scientific name. And she's learning to trust. We've been working on this. You know, it's still scary and new, but she's okay. They don't like cameras. I don't blame them, but it should be very interesting. Look how he's just sort of looking at me. You want to drive, buddy? Look at him. What a sweet snake, isn't he? He's just a chill dude. He's been sitting here looking at me for like 20 minutes. It actually reminds me when Grout first came my Cerastes, the desert horned viper, when I took him home. Remember he did that? But even he didn't do it like this. He didn't like sit there and stare at me the whole time. New boom slang in the house. Yo, needs a name. Boom slang number 5. That's not his name. That's actually, it's a song. Boom slang number 5. But if you have a suggestion, let me know. Look how big he is. He's big. He's bigger than everyone else. He's the 5th one. We can name him Cinco. We could do that. We can give an Arabic named Khamsa. They both mean 5. He is boom slang number 5. I always hope you guys enjoy seeing my boom slangs as much as I enjoy showing them, because I love showing them, but really I love holding them. Just holding them. They're so beautiful. Can you see which one's the male? He's the darker one. He's turning black. This one. Here, look. This here. That's Walter. It's funny. I think she's in love. Look at her. Look at her. She's got the, you know, daddy issues or the daddy complex. Look at this. I think I'm falling in love too, though. Look how beautiful. Run the road here. Look at this. She loves her dad. I love her right back. I just got her. I love her, but she needs. Good morning, swag. Hold hands. Hold hands. Good morning. Oh, he's been waking me up. He's been waking me up so many times, but in a nice way. You didn't hurt me. You didn't hurt me. Good. Good. Points for you. Props to you. Good boy. Larry's an Egyptian cobra. I got her from Quentin, my dear friend who we lost. Alright, here's Larry. Don't buy into the Mr. Nice Guy routine, because at any second, he will lunge, and he does all the time. But, he's getting better. In any case, Precious is not allowed to bite, so we don't have to worry about that. A lot of people in the comments always say that my snakes are defanged and that their venom glands have been removed, which I would never do. First of all, it's cruel to the animal. They can't really eat afterwards, and that's what they do. They hunt. Also, it doesn't work. You know, the females have this tannish brown. She's got a couple of mice in her. They have this tannish brown, and she's just lovely. She's wonderful, splendid snake. But when they eat, oh, it's terrible. Because, you know, when they bite you, you just bleed out every hole in your body. You know how it is, right? You've heard these stories. But when they bite the mouth, there's blood everywhere also. It's just a bloody, terrible mess. And it's you. Me too. We got a new place. Check it out. And this is my boy, and your boy, a little rattlesnake, who, you know, I love so much because he's so gentle and nice. I can't get a good name for him, you know. I was gonna call him Angel, but even that's not good enough. He's just so sweet. Look at him. I've been showing the place. It's nice. You know, it's a nice place. I don't love it the way I thought I would, but it's nice. But I love spending time with them and with him. He's a sweetheart. Look at him. He's a Yucatan rattlesnake, found in the Yucatan Peninsula. And when they bite something, when they bite a mouse, man, it's like, it's almost the humane way. They just die immediately. You know, there's no suffering like with the boom slangs. It's just immediate. So it's a hemotoxic venom, but whatever it is, it works fast. And who wants to see an animal suffer, you know? So I'm still working on a name. I don't know. I love this guy so much. He's a sweetheart. You know, the move is never hard. It's never easy, I mean, sorry. The move was never easy. It was hard. It was a pain in the ass. It really was. But here we are, moved in, and I can't wait to get out. I hate it. Totally hate it. The people aren't really cool. It's just, I like to be in the country. But this had to happen. It's a long story. I'll tell you the story a little later. All right, peace, peace, peace. You did a good job. Here's my little baby Yucatan rattlesnake. Look at that face. That's a cute face. See this patterning? It's gonna all be red. Mostly red. You'll see. He's gonna be beautiful. He is beautiful. Sorry, buddy. I didn't mean like that. He's gonna be beautiful. Even more beautiful. And I hope you can see him okay. If not, sucks for you. I can see him. Haha. Anyway, I gotta go to work. Sorry. See you later. Hello. Look who it is. Look who it is. Your little buddy. My sweet boy. I don't really have a name because no name is good enough for him, you know. I was going back and forth between a few different names, but he's just such a sweetheart. And he was such a good boy during the move, you know. He's just such a good dude. He's got to be one of the sweetest things I've ever had in my life. You know, if not the sweetest. But, you know, they're all sweet in their own ways. It's like they make this journey from what they were to what they can be. And, you know, it's amazing how each species becomes sort of their own individual, you know, being with their own relationship with you. That's always special. So I gotta work. Thanks for checking in. You know what I hate? YouTubers. Ew. I hate YouTubers. All they want is clicks. They don't do anything. They don't do anything for clickbait. They do anything to get our attention. And they'll even kiss snakes. What the fuck is wrong with these people? Why would someone kiss a snake? Sick in the head? You know? You think they really love them? You think they use them as props? They don't love their animals. They don't really mean it when they kiss them. They don't mean it. You're a good boy. He's a good boy. He likes his kisses. Think what you want. He's my puppy. Look at Precious. She's a boom slang. But today she thinks she's a king cobra. Check her out. She's just sucking up the heat. So cute. It's funny they do that, isn't it? They can get so high and just stay there relaxing. It's been here for a while. Jesus Christ. The Death Adder. The Death Adder, this is Mortimer, by the way. They have the fastest strike in the world. And they ain't playing, man. If they bite you, you're toast. You're toast. Look at the pattern on my little longhorned viper who's crazy in the head. She likes to be held more by hand than in the hook. They have a really nasty bite. You gotta be careful with these guys. So, Bipara, in any case, her boyfriend's name is Seymour. He's really very nice. You know, she's a sweetie. Boomslangs can be very shy and timid, but you have to be careful because some do bite. One of mine, what's his name, Seymour, Seymour bites, right? And I hold him in my hands. I don't put him on video much. I just don't want to give boomslangs a bad reputation. Probably I should. I think I'm wrong. And now that I've been thinking about this, because it's the truth. And I try to put up the truth, you know, like live feedings. I hate that. I don't like that one bit. But people have the right to know. If you're thinking of getting a snake, if you're new, or if you're thinking of getting venomous, you know, there will be snakes that won't eat frozen thawed. Why do we say frozen thawed? I should just say thawed. You're not feeding them frozen. You know, this will happen. There'll be snakes that won't eat dead. And so then what do? Death Adder. His name is Mortimer. He's nice. He's learning how to chill. You know, their bite will kill you. And it's so fast, there's no way you can get away from it. But if you just learn to not be scared, then you'll be okay. Although it's really hard to bend my arm this way. He's a good baby. You know, take them both out and clean it. But look how his head's getting black. Isn't that beautiful? He's getting to be this rich black. In the meantime, he's this lush, wonderful green. He's just a super, super snake, man. I love him, you know. Just shut up and watch. It's boomslangs. Just watch the beauty of the boomslang. There's a dog downstairs. You guys see the dog? It's all big for you. And they just sort of do that. Just chilling. They're out all the time. Sometimes it seems like they're out most of it. Look, I got a new boomslang. He's a boy. He's shedding. My first time holding him. I would prefer not to really use this hook because it's the first time. I don't want to think I'm a cold, immobile thing. But let's see how he is. Is you nice? We don't need this. Is you nice? He's puffing up his neck a little bit. That's the telltale sign when they're getting pissed off. You know, he just came in. Boy, is he shitty. Look at this. It's pretty dope, huh? Beautiful snake, beautiful snake. So I got a new snake. You'll never guess what it is. A boomslang. Of course it's a boomslang. Just came in. He's getting to be black. He's a really rich green, if you can see. It's different. He's of course shedding. Is he beautiful or what? This is my first time taking him out. So of course I don't want to use the hook and mess everything up and get him scared. I realize everyone disagrees, but, you know, do you? He is beautiful, isn't he? Look at that. Look at that face. It's beautiful. Look at this car. I don't know if it's green or black, whatever it is. Gotta work on socializing, but he's nice. Boop, boop. Boop, boop. Boop. Alright, boing. This is Mortimer, the Death Adder. They have the fastest strike in the world. But he's nice. He's just nice, he is. When they're on the ground, you know, they can be a little bit more striky. All snakes can. You know, it's just natural because everything is above them. So how would you feel? What snakes want to do is hide. You know, that's their thing. They're not going to come out. See, I didn't think he was going to. They're not going to go out chasing you. Trust me. We're the ones that go out chasing them with money out. So you don't have to worry about a snake being aggressive and going for you. They don't do that. They just chill. They hide. They eat once in a while. And they don't bother nobody. Oh, here's a puff adder for you. Ooh, there's a puff adder stripe for you. She ain't playing today. Oh, here's a puff adder for you. Ooh, there's a puff adder stripe for you. She ain't playing today. Look, I just got all these new snakes, but I realize they're not covered, and I have to walk into my complex, and everyone's gonna see these fucking rattlesnakes and shit. Fertile ends. What? There's a copperhead, which I'll recognize. Like, what am I supposed to do? I'll figure it out. I'm at Walmart. I'll buy a blanket. All right, got a new baby fertile ends, Brazilian lance head, and forget what that is. Then we got a South American rattlesnake. What is it? Oh, a broadband copperhead. All right, 3 new babies. This guy, I'm taking him home, and he's so curious about me. He's like, yo, are you my daddy? Are you my daddy? Yes, I am your daddy. Look at him. He's moving around. He's looking healthy. The other ones,
in half a mile, keep left to stay on US 52 South.
With them, they're little babies. This guy's got to be around, what, 2? Look at him. He looks so nice. I can't wait to take him out. Can't wait. He's got a little bit of a drive ahead of him. Look, new snake. South American rattlesnake. Check out the polka dots that go around the diamond. Isn't that beautiful? I love that. They just don't like the phone. It's starting to trip me out. They know. What if I put you here? Huh. Much better. Sees the phone, tongue goes back like that. Like, what is that? I don't blame you, man. We spend too much time on these things, don't we? So, I'm thinking this is a success story. Yes, you're a little success story. Very beautiful. You're very handsome. I mean, you're a boy. I know you're a boy. What do you say? Look, Mr. Handsome. All right. I think we're gonna be okay. I think that another day I survive. He just bites. I'm telling you, I've never had good luck with copperheads my whole life. They've always wanted to kill me. But they can't. You're just a copperhead, huh? If you get bit by a copperhead, you're not gonna die. You'll have pain. Maybe you'll have a little necrosis. You'll rot a little bit. Big deal. You're gonna still live. Whoopie-doo. So, see what I'm saying? He's striking. I'm not doing anything to provoke him. He's just doing it all by himself. I guess I'll put him back. I don't want to stress him out, but he's a bitey little snake. I mean, it's my first time really seeing him. I just want to see what he looks like. It's cute though, the way he does it. You're cute. It's just not very nice. New baby, broad-banded, copperhead. Don't like me, of course. They never do. Copperheads never like me. They like to poop on me. They like to bite me. But they just don't like me. Look, what can I tell you? I'm going to work with them. I'll love them. But he ain't going to love me. They just don't like me. You know, you might think I'm kidding, but I'm not. See what I'm saying? But don't like you either. But still beautiful. Still gonna love him. You see what I'm saying? Look, I got a new rattlesnake, and I do have a hook. It's right here, but I'm not sure what to do with it. So let's put it here. All right, this is a girl. Well, actually, it's a snake. It's a female. South Pacific rattlesnake. we call him Soapbox, because it's a good rap name. And this is honestly my first session. Maybe I shouldn't be holding her with my hands, but she didn't like the hook. Neither did I. So we're checking each other out. And that's really something we should be paying attention to. If animals don't like the phone, like if every single one doesn't like the phone, maybe we should be, listening. So what do you say, buddy? Are you chill? This is my first time holding him. Can I hold you nice? Are you chill? Let me just get a feel here. How are you feeling? Looks almost like an Oticon rattlesnake from Venezuela. What do you say? You cool? What do you think? We're good? They're all cool, if you're nice to them, they're just nice to you. That's pretty much the rule. Right? Why would you bite someone who's your new dad? You seem okay. Check out this beautiful black head. Southern Pacific rattlesnake. Look at that pretty head. You're a pretty girl. You're a pretty girl. It's my first time holding her. I just turned the phone off a couple times, but maybe I should have used the hook. I did for a second, but she didn't like it, and she was moving in a way that told me she would like this better. I go in. What, you don't like this now? We're supposed to be chill. Didn't you see Rocky? Home team, home team? There you go. Much better. Sometimes, they just pick up a scent or whatever, or they have a moment. Who doesn't? Check it out. New Southern Pacific rattlesnake. Look how pretty. Look how pretty. Look at the black head. Now, this is my first time holding this guy, so I'm using a hook. And was that a good choice with you? You just want to be held. Maybe you just want to be held. I don't know. Ease up. You're a good girl. Alright. I think this snake could be held. Yeah. I think that's okay. She's nice. See what I'm saying? Like, it's easier to hold them with your hand. Hello. I mean, maybe I shouldn't be doing it my first time holding it. Maybe I shouldn't have my hook in my cheek. This snake bites. Yeah, you do. You don't act nice. I know you bite. This is a bitey little copperhead, and he just doesn't like me. Trust me on this. Copperheads just never like me, and this one is no exception. But I'll give him this. He bites at me more when he's inside his little container thing. Boop. But I've only held him once, so maybe I should shut up. But he's ready to go. And I know if I were to touch him, even if I would touch his butt, he would just start shooting. I know. It's not you. Look, yay. South American rattlesnake. Got a Southern Pacific also. Brand new. Very happy. Very pretty. Was a little bit strikey. But then we talked about it. We moved in ways that the other one liked. And now, oh, I can't turn my arm that way. I gotta tell you, buddy, I got a bad arm. Ow. So, now I think we're gonna be fine. Look! Hey. going? You can go under, but not in. You're funny. You're funny, baby. Guess who? You know who this is. I don't even have to tell you. Who's the nicest rattlesnake in the world? Yes, it is. You know, Shakespeare. Or Shakes, as you like to say. He's a rattlesnake, and he's very nice. And even though last week he got a little nuts, I didn't realize till I had him out for a little while more after I made the video that there was a boom slang nearby him that was, she was in the cage, but she was going to try to eat him. Like she was going for him. Here's Walter. You know Walter. He's a boom slang. And boom slangs are extremely venomous snakes that are indigenous to southern Africa. There's lots in South Africa. You can see he has just this luscious, beautiful green. And that's... Now, Walter is a male, of course. And you can tell he's a male, not just from that Marlboro Man look. You can see how beautifully green he is. Check out how they wrap their tail. I love that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at how like thin it gets. You know, because it's prehensile and they like to hang out on vines. That's what they do. They're arboreal. Whoop. Have a look at these two rattlesnakes. Just look carefully. Instead of condemning me, which I hear all the time, and you know I don't give a fuck. So instead of that, look at them and see, what do you see they have in common? What do they have in common in terms of the way they look? Can you see anything? I know they look similar, and Snicker's a little darker. Snicker's also in shed. But there are major differences between them, including the type of venom they have. Now, this little boy, he's from a different part of the world than this little boy. But he's from Mexico, Yucatan Peninsula. He's from Venezuela. But they're really so different. They look a lot alike, right? But they're so different. They've developed an entirely different way of living, a way of hunting. It's amazing. I got him a toy. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. What are you doing? Let me take it out for you. What are you doing? You can't do that. That kills the surprise. Swaggers. The indoor swaggers is such a good boy. Indoor swaggers is such a good boy. Here we have Dr. Jekyll here. We have Dr. Jekyll. Eating his laptop. Look, you can pet yourself if you do that. He just needs a little time to adjust when he gets back inside, when he goes back outside. He just needs a little time. Hey, buddy. Hello. I like this guy a lot. Look how curious he is, man. He seems wonderful. Look, he wants to know who I am. I'm your daddy. Who's your daddy, baby? Who's your daddy? I'm your daddy. I take good care of you. I'll take good care of you. Gotta give you a name, though. Work, don't cry. Don't cry, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, don't cry. I have to go to work. Put your ears up, please. Ears up. All the way up, please. I'll be back after work. Come on, ears up, baby. Good. Good boy. You know, I would say you're always okay. No one else will. But once you're under them, it's like you're the hook. I mean, when a snake is on the hook, that's not usually when it's biting it. It can happen. You know, my forest cobra does that. But usually not. So once you're under them, you're okay. If you're going to free handle them, make sure you're supporting them. They tend not to bite. They tend not to bite the supporting hand. But is it more to be cute? When he's not killing me? Don't worry. Boom slangs, baby. Boom slangs. Boom slangs all day. Boom slangs all night. If you come over to my place, which most of you do, you'll see I'm always holding a snake. It's hard not to hold a snake. Who would want to not hold a snake? you know, and people criticize me a lot. Gives a fuck. But they do, because they don't understand and they don't really love them. If you truly love them, they're not going to hurt you. They're going to understand that you do. And they're going to give it right back to you. And if you're scared of them or you hate them and all that, well, then you're going to get bit. And I'm not going to say as you should, so I don't want to see them get hurt. But if you're scared of them, they're going to be scared of you, and they're just reacting to, you know, defend themselves, as they should. Look at boom slangs. I can't even find your other. There we are. Okay, 2 beautiful babies. We have Matilda, dressed in tan, on the left. Actually, you're right. Whoops. And then we have Walter, not Seymour, because Seymour's crazy, but he comes out to every day, and he's getting better. Getting better. Look how they. Look at this. Look at this. I feel like Medusa. Aren't they? He looks a little bit hungry. He's really very sweet. And he hasn't come out yet today, so he needs his time. This is the beginning of our 20 minutes together. He knows. And when she's on the hook, she tries to jump off. I mean, she really tries to jump off, and it scares me. She'll get hurt. But when I hold her, she doesn't do that. Just look at her pattern, baby. Look at her, beautiful. Yeah. And at first, yeah, she was bitey, boy. Now she's not. But at first I used the hook, and then slowly I weaned her off to my hand. It wasn't like I didn't just grab her. That's a bad idea. I would never do that. I don't tell people to do that at all. I tell people to do what you're comfortable doing. And if you want to do it the way I do it, it's going to take a long time. There's nothing super special about me. I could show you how to do it. It's just that it's a daily grind. You'll never have a day off. Alright, here you have, this is hard to hold. This is a Guarico rattlesnake, and this is a Yucatan rattlesnake. And you can see they have, come on, this has got to be better. You can do it better, Snickers. Alright, I'm trying to show you. Jeez, you guys aren't cooperating. I want to show you both of their little heads. See how cute they are? They're really good snakes. They're very nice. People criticize me for free handling them, but look, I love them, and they give me a certain peace and calm, so I can't really make any apologies. I think they are absolutely stunning, and that it's an honor to interact with them any way whatsoever, even with my glasses looking like this. Alright. So, man, looking a little nerdy, huh? So you see how they just sort of chill out? They're really wonderful. They just are. They're 2 of the nicest snakes I've ever had. That's Gus, and that's Bea, the 2 who won't let me pet them yet. But they come and say hi to me when I come home, but I still can't pet them. That's their heating cushion. Let's show this place to Precious. Where you going? This is Precious. Here's a living room. There's a snake. There's a living room, Precious. That's your kitchen. You want to see her on the ground? Boom slangs are fast on the ground. Go ahead, baby. Do your thing. Show them. You want to show them? Go ahead, baby. Let's see, she's holding me. You know, they're arboreal. They don't really want to be on the ground. But they come down. You know, it's okay. It's not going to hurt or anything. She has a nice big house now. But she loves her dad, too. I'll show you what they look like on the ground. I should really do a live, you know. So you can see all my snakes together. Look at that tail. Look how long that tail is. Isn't she pretty? Well, ladies and gentlemen, here's Matilda the boom slang. You know her, you love her. And I know her, and I love her. And whenever I come home, sometimes I have some pain, you know. I get hurt. Look how she does it. I get hurt all the time. Look at that tail. Isn't that cool? But when I come home and I hold them, suddenly everything's good, you know. It just makes everything soothed over and calm. It's hard to explain, but sometimes the pain is so bad in my shoulder that just being with them, you know, it takes my mind off it for just a little while. Check out the tail, it's so cool. They're arboreal. They're from Southern Africa. And I think they're just beautiful, wonderful creatures. What are you doing? This is Rubbernecker. She's a puff adder. Trying to get her to calm down a little bit. Get her up here, but she keeps taking pot shots at me. She's a very sweet snake. Thing is, my arm is hurt, and she's not in the mood. But, I gotcha. She's really very sweet. She's just scared. You know, and she doesn't like being handled with the hook. And I haven't yet held her with my hand. She's been coming out every day. But we haven't gotten to the point where it's right yet. So, we'll continue to work, hook her, unhook her, talk with her, discuss the situation. You get it. You know what I'm saying. So, they're really very sweet snakes. They both just moved here with me, so I gave them a few days to settle in. It's never easy for a snake to move. It's not easy for a person to move, God knows. But these guys have done very well, and my glasses are falling up. And they're settling into what is essentially a city life, or what was a very rural life. So I hope you can see them okay. They look alike a little bit, don't they? Guess who? It's Matilda, the boom slang. This is hard on my arm. I have a bad arm. Oh, here, we're going to show you around a little bit. Come on, baby girl. Here. So we have high ceilings for my beautiful babies. And we have all sorts of stuff. We got a bathroom. The bathroom. Then there's a shower. Then there's another bathroom. Go figure. Look how Matilda, who is a boom slang, they have a venom far more toxic than black mamba. They bite till you'll bleed out of every hole in your body. And people always get mad at me and say, "You're irresponsible. You're ruining the hobby." Well, one, fuck you. Two, if I were to tell you not to go surfing, would you fucking listen to me? Why do you think I'll listen to you? I don't give a fuck if you think that. If you love it, thank you. You know, and I'm sorry to say this in front of all the nice people, but there are some people who are a little bit different, who have lately been driving me nuts with bullshit comments, and they make up things about what I believe and don't believe, and I just don't have time. Look, I have a full-time job. I train in jiu-jitsu every single day. I have people that depend on me. I have animals that depend on me. I wake up 3 hours early to work with Swagger, play with him, give him enrichment. I have a very full life. I really do. And I have a social life. You know Checkers, the long-horned viper. Of course, they don't really have a horn, it's just a scale. But ain't he something? Look how pretty. These guys, despite the popular perception, they don't live in sand. They actually like to be on rocks. You'll find them in Greece and Turkey. I've seen a couple out there. In my case, in Turkey. But they're so what's called sexually dimorphic that this is a female. And you can tell even now. The females are so much more tan than the males, and the males get like almost like a black and whitish sort of. It's hard to explain. Let's look it up. Larry, be good. Larry, by the way, does not live in this tank, so stop saying that. And he's dead, so I'm not sure what choice there is. You see how sometimes like he does that? It's weird. I think he. Oh well. Yes, give her kisses. Give her kisses. Good boy. He loves his toys. He loves his toys. He hides them under his bed. You know, you're kissing you. Oh, sorry. Plop. You're a player. Why is he such a player? Oops. kidding me, Snickers? Just do it already or don't do it. Make a decision. Make a decision. I got things to do. Thank you. Ferdinand's cool. Ferdinand's cool on either side. I just want you to know if you see me in pain, he's not causing that. That's just, a pre-existing injury that I have. And there's a lot of different types of metal in there. It's just terrible. In any case, sorry to be a baby. He's a beautiful snake. She was buried under a ton of shit. She just likes to bury herself. Rubberneck is a girl. I always say he. I don't know why. But it's a she. And she just likes to bury herself under a ton of shit. And usually they're supposed to stick their head up a little bit. But she just goes for a deep dive, And then when she comes out, 2 beautiful boom slangs. And they're in love. It's Matilda here. And then it's your boy Walter here. Now, Walter was Seymour. And Seymour was Walter. Long story short, I fucked it up. Alright, so now I always tell you that Ferdinand here is a fertile ant, and he can rot your ass dead, and he can. But his scientific name, or for his people, is Bothrops asper. And the whole Bothrops group of snakes, they're all pretty badass, and you can see they have lance heads. So a fertile lance, really, it's interesting. It's really lance head, even though this is a Yucatan rattlesnake from Yucatan Peninsula in Mexico, and he's a type of a diamondback snake from the United States. Right now, the next one that we have, who's trying to run away here. So this one, the third one, the one that's on top here, he is from down south. Fertile lance, it's from the family Bothrops. He's a Bothrops asper, right? That's what a fertile lance is. There are some other ones like Bothrops Mugeni and there's Bothrops atrox. Who gives a fuck? It's different colors, right? But if they bite you, you're gonna rattlesnake. You see on top of here. Under there, you see you have so hard to hold, the Guarico rattlesnake. Now you can see the patterns are similar. Just try to forget that I'm holding 3 snakes and look. The patterns are similar. They all have diamonds, but they're different. It's amazing. These guys have a very hemotoxic venom, the biggest ones in North America. Now, the one who's on top here, the Yucatan rattlesnake, they'll kill you immediately. They'll kill whatever they eat immediately. Underneath, Snickers, he's from Venezuela, and they have a neurotoxic venom. Boom slangs, Matilda, the beautiful young lady, and Walter, the beautiful where you going? The beautiful young man. And this is Matilda here. And this is Walter here. These beautiful babies that you see here are boom slangs. And a boom slang will bleed you to death. One bite and you bleed from every hole in your body till do they? Can you guys see what I'm talking about? I can stare at a boom slang forever. I could stare at them, and every time I do it, I see something new. He's got a little messy on. What the hell did you get on you? I don't know what'd you get on you? What could you have gotten on you? Look at his head. Look how. You've been such a sweetie. You've been such a good boy. For the whole minute I've been home. So far, so good. So far, so good. Look at these belly spots. Guess how many spots Swaggers has? Guess. I actually counted them. Not stripes. See, he's got stripes and spots. Servals are the only cats that have that. Oh, yeah. Guess how many? Take a look. Nothing's gonna happen to you. No. Here. Don't drink the But look how cute he is. Look at his eyes. Isn't he handsome? He's sort of a handsome too. You are handsome. I'll give you that. You're gonna be cool. Are you gonna be good? Whatever. He's not dead. Trust me. He goes for me all the time.
He loves his brothers and girls. He's a very good boy. He's a good boy, big boy, bad boy, psychomaniac. Boop, boop, boop. He's a good boy, big boy, crazy boy. He swaggers the cat. Boop, 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 boop.
The puff adder, you see. They're around populated areas, so they cohabit, let's say, with people, not meaning to, of course. People step on them, they're sleeping, and then poof, you have a dead person. What is it you're doing? Wake up. Say hi. Show signs of life. She's good. She's awake and alive and fine. But before she went for me, so the idea is just to calm her down. And sure, I'm not worth going for. Do you know why I'm not worth going for? Because I'm filled with bitterness and whiskey, and it wouldn't be good for you. And she... Alright. Ew. Don't poop on me, ew. She's okay. She knows her dad's an idiot. I'm sorry. Apologies to you. She's an Indian cobra. She still needs a name. Suggestions would be wonderful. Alright. Shh. Alright. Easy, honey. Easy. Shh. Easy. It's okay. You in the past, and that's been nuts. And I'm telling you, he can just go nuts where he's running away and biting. But I want to get a feel for what he's doing when it comes my way. If he's coming at me like my little prick copperhead, or what. Because, you know, they are pit vipers and all that shit. Look, you know the deal with this guy. He's a copperhead. He hates me. It is what it is. His name is Bacon. He's just not very nice to me. Tail, it wasn't bad at all. It was really very light. What scared her, and I got worried about it, so I just wanted to take her out. She loves coming out, and I just love holding her and watching her move. And it's Ferdinand, my Ferdinand, who we all love and enjoy, who's looking so good in his sort of new thread still. It's okay, that was swagger that scared you. They hear. I don't care what anyone says, they hear. They have inner ears. What do you think they're for? They sense vibration. However, it gets shakes as a little bitty tiny baby. I have videos I posted, look it up. He was so cute, he's still wonderfully cute. But he was such an itty bitty tiny thing. You know, he came in this little tiny deli jar like they all do. But, you know, the itty bitty one. And even inside of it, I could barely see him. And now look at him, he's a grown boy. He's almost like, you know, he's beyond being a toddler. He's going to be a big boy. He's going to adolescence, let's put it that way. They have growth spurts. See what a nice snake he is? He really is, you know. Even people who don't like rattlesnakes always say, well, Shakes, he's pretty cool. Shakes is pretty nice, right? Shakes is one's a male, this one's a female. You know what's funny though? Like, you can really, it's hard to provoke them now because they're so accustomed to being held, right? But you know what they hate? Just like every other animal, it's not hard to guess. The cell phone. They just hate it. You know, it's such an unnatural thing. If every animal in the world is telling you we don't like cell phones, maybe we should listen a little bit, you know? I love your nose too because it's pink on the ends. And you have big ears. That's why I love you. Because you have big ears. Wag your tail. Thank you. He's such a good boy. Look at this face. Look at this face. What? Just turn around. If you just turn around, no snake will ever bother you. I promise you that. You know, I do But if you're messing with it, then turn around. Well, it might not know you're really turning around. It may not recognize your front. So don't be surprised if you mess with it, if it defends itself. So he's next to me, where he will always be. And he's eating spinach. He's a nice mouse. What? You want to eat him? I don't think that's going to be in the cards for you, buddy. Ooh. So watch what you do. Watch. So, a moment of agitation. You don't respond with agitation. You stay cool. And then he calms down. He's also going into shed. So, but sometimes silly snakes. So we have Walter here. And we have Matilda, as always, right behind, intermingled, intertwined. And these two guys are so in love, and they're such good snakes. And they come out together because they behave so well. And because it's sort of a time saver for me, because I bring them out. Oh, can you see how beautiful they are? I wish you could see his green and her brown. This is a good example of sexual dimorphism, when they have different colors based on their... Guess what Mortimer the Death Adder did? He shed. And looky here. You see, can you see his goose? Sorry, he fell into this thing I got. You see, he's got like his eye caps. Can you see? It's a nice clean shed, so I don't have to pin him down and pull it off again. So